Whoa.
Hey everyone, this is Living Dead Gal and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Welcome to the channel if you are new. Today we are back in CAS, my favorite place, for a very special CAS collaboration video that is actually with a group of amazing simmers who I met over on Twitter and who we also follow each other's YouTube channels. So wonderful group here this collaboration is with. We are doing a seasons CAS collaboration. So there are a total of 8 of us, and then we kind of divided it by 2 each have a season that they are kind of representing or theming with their CAS creations. So for me and one other simmer, we both have winter. So I will kind of dive into and explain my choices for the sim and why she's blue after I kind of do a quick shout out to all of the simmers that are involved in the collaboration. So first, very special shout out to TheSimAllie, who actually organized this collaboration and got us all together and came up with this idea. She is a very talented and amazing simmer. I will have a link to her channel as well as everyone else who's involved in the collab in the description, along with their socials, like their Twitter and everything. Other members involved in the collab, all people, these are all wonderful simmers who I'm happy to say are friends. Punchanella Gamez, MisticalRavensSim, Lady SweetTart Sims, InoSimsYT, Wendee, and GinovaSims. So a great group of simmers, all who have amazing channels, amazing Sims content, and I'm really excited to be working on this collaboration with them. So to kind of dive into the actual creation that I'm doing here, so I got winter as my season, and back in December, I had actually done a CAS video for like an ice princess, so I knew that I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to do something different. And one of the things that I have noticed about my channel is, so you guys know, I'm called Living Dead Gal. I love horror and creepy things, but I also really like cutesy things and wholesome things. So I'm a bit of a contradiction at times, and my channel doesn't tend to have much of the more like horror-based content. Like most of my LPs are pretty wholesome family ones, with the exception of, you know, Crybaby Whims, where there's some drama and things like that. But most of my stuff is like kind of cutesy. So with the exception of like a few CAS videos and some like Vampire Townie makeovers, I really don't have a lot of like creepy content on my channel, and I don't really plan to do it that way. Like I like where I'm at and kind of how I do things, but you know, I do like to sneak some stuff that's a little bit more in that horror or like monster or like creepy realm every now and then. So hopefully you guys don't mind. So for this collaboration, I decided that I wanted to do something that was a little bit more monster based, and so I was thinking about creating some sort of a snow monster, you know, kind of like a Yeti, but obviously there's the Yeti costume that you can just use, and I didn't want to do just that. So weirdly enough, I actually modeled this sim off of one of the dolls in the Monster High collection. Now, Monster High, unfortunately for me, being someone who loves horror and creepy things and also cutesy things, unfortunately the Monster High dolls came out a little bit after like my time had passed to play with like Barbies and that kind of stuff. I always loved Barbies, but I feel like if I was like a kid, I would have absolutely loved having the Monster High dolls, but it was a little bit past my time before playing with dolls. So I've always kind of been fascinated with them, and I know of like who the characters are, but obviously like I haven't really watched the cartoons or anything, and I don't like have like, you know, any connection with the dolls as far as playing with them as a child, but I do know who some of the characters are. And there is one character, Abby Abominable, who's supposed to be like the daughter of the Yeti, the daughter of the snow monster, and she's really cool looking, and she has like blue skin, and she's actually got, I think, purple eyes. So I was kind of looking her up in different pictures, and I kind of decided to model this sim after her. So I really just kind of went into this having fun and playing dress up once I kind of got like the base of the sim down. So I ended up actually giving her, normally I use skin overlays, but for her I actually used a fantasy skin by MisticalRavensSim, and it's actually like a skin color that it adds to her. So even though I did give her a blue skin tone, this is actually like a full skin on top of what she like normally has on. So I thought it was really pretty because it adds like this dimensional blue, like it's just got like a lot of shadows and highlights to the skin that I thought was really nice. And then I also knew that I wanted her to like kind of glisten. Like I was kind of imagining maybe that like her skin was almost like resistant to the cold in a way, so I almost wanted it to be like this icy blue and then have like this glitter on it. Just I wanted her to have some characteristics that were different and definitely make her look kind of like a monster, but like a pretty monster. So I was trying to find lipstick that had like little fangs because I wanted her to have little like monster fangs or something, but I just wasn't feeling the options that I had. I did give her like some more like fangs teeth where she has 2 fangs in the front, but I think some of that footage I ended up actually cutting out. But I don't know, I ended up still having a lot of fun with her. I ended up giving her like these nails that are like, I think they're labeled as like vampire claws, but I thought they were kind of cool. So I thought, you know, she still had this sort of look about her that kind of matched that doll and kind of fit into the monster realm, even though she's not like, you know, a scary or creepy monster. I thought that she definitely had like a fantasy look about her. And that was really what I was going for with this sim, because I really love, for me, because I like cute things and creepy things, I really like blending the two together. So I really enjoy kind of like girly horror stuff, and so I really liked this idea that she's like this glam, beautiful monster in a way. So that's kind of the concept for her. I hope that that makes sense to you guys. I know it's a little bit out there and a little bit different from, you know, what you would traditionally think of for like winter. I mean, obviously a Yeti does come to mind, but the way that I've styled her, she's not exactly like, oh, that's a Yeti. But I kind of just, I wanted her to still have like her own like girly personality and her own glam vibe. And so I gave her this like little accessory jacket that's got like the fur on it so that we could kind of allude to that sort of like up in the snow, up in the mountains kind of thing. I struggled for a really long time to pick out a dress that I liked under it. I was kind of torn between going with like a dress or going with a bodysuit, because again, my idea is that her skin is kind of like resistant to cold, so she's not necessarily bundled up. Anything that she wears that's like warmer and heavier is really just for style purposes. I ended up going with this dress. It has like a zebra print on it, but it had like some blue in there, which I liked. And I don't know, for some reason, it just looked to me like a dress that like a doll would wear, like a Barbie doll or something. So going back to kind of being inspired by the Monster High doll, I don't know, it just worked, and it ended up being my favorite with this jacket because I absolutely knew I wanted to use that jacket. So that's kind of where that random print came from. And then that kind of helped shape me as I created some of her other outfits to kind of decide that maybe she likes some bold prints and patterns and things like that. So I don't show it in the video, but like after I had recorded and then saved her, I ended up giving her the gloomy, non-committal, and mountaineer traits. I think mountaineer might be a custom one. I'm not sure if that comes with the Snow Escape pack or not. And I named her, not a very creative name, but just Blue, except BLU, and then her last name is Yeti. If anyone has any better name ideas, feel free to comment them below. But yeah, for most of her style, I really kept with like a lot of whites and blues and like some kind of glitzier stuff, like some bolder choices. So like for her formal wear, I definitely wanted something with lots of glitter and glam. I did copy over like her same makeup looks from outfit to outfit, because for her makeup, I didn't really want anything too crazy. I wanted mostly stuff that kind of like blended nicely with the sort of blue and like the skin detailing that I'd already put on her. So I ended up kind of just using the same makeup throughout outfits, whereas normally I would kind of customize it per outfit. But in this case, I kind of chose makeup that worked for her versus choosing makeup that both worked for her and matched her outfits. So anyway, I had a lot of fun with her style, and I don't know, it was just like playing dress up in the end. So it was definitely a good time. Like even for her athletic wear, I ended up finding this sort of two-piece set with this really bold pattern, and I just thought it was kind of cool for her. And I was like, yeah, she would totally wear that. So I really had a lot of fun with this sim. I know it's different from my usual. It's definitely more of like a fantasy character, but I hope that you guys like her. I hope that she still gives winter vibes. So we are getting close to the end of the video. So again, I do just want to say a special thank you to all of the simmers who are involved in this collaboration. Definitely please check out the description box where I will be putting a link to all of their channels. Please check out their channels and their videos as well. There will be videos for this collaboration coming out throughout the week. So I think there will be a few of us today and then some of us throughout the rest of the week. I will update a pinned comment if I can fit them all with links to the videos as well. If not, I'll put that in the description as the videos are released. So definitely make sure that you check out the other videos in the collaboration, because we're gonna have another really cool winter sim, and we're also gonna have some fun summer, spring, and fall sims from just, you know, an amazing group of simmers, and I love all of them. They're all fantastic, so I would love it if you go check them out. So I am rambling. I am gonna go ahead and end this off here, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do just give me a thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoy this kind of content and that you'd love to see more CAS videos. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!
Nothing I can do, no. When I'm with you, I lose myself. I feel good, oh yeah. I don't know why. It's like a charge around us that just feels right. Can't get my head around it. I can never hit the brakes. Every time you touch me, babe, you send